are you after Thanksgiving?
I'm good, good. It was a great Thanksgiving. How about for you and the kids?
It was actually very relaxed. After I did all that stuff, I felt like a weight got lifted, and I actually stayed home for the whole week. Took the kids to golf tournament, cleaned up the house with them, took them to the zoo. We went to the Renaissance Festival. I only checked my email one time. And that was like on a Wednesday. And I was like, well, I guess I should log in to make sure I check up on some stuff. And that was it. And it was nice. It
Twee?
was like really, really nice, Chuck. It's like, so just thought I'd let you know. That was usually I stay home with them, but I'm busy working, answering stupid text messages or something. And then I guess all those crazy customers that I kind of fired had to go find somebody else to bug. Right? They couldn't bug me anymore because it was the end of the month. So
So,
yes, it was very nice because usually those are the ones that would call my cell phone, send me text messages, send me stupid countless emails, urgent, 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 and I'm reading them like it's not urgent. And then I'll be responding, but then it was like dead silence. It was like nice. And the good customers, they just do their stuff, and then when you ask them, they give you the paperwork. Yeah, it's sorry. I'll just let you know that was a very, very, very nice break that I had, and I think I needed it after sitting there trying to figure out should I fire these people or not, and it was the best decision made. So,
all right, so I have one comment.
mhm,
What you've experienced is how it's supposed to be. So,
that's how it's supposed to be.
yeah, we had a holiday, so that's a little, that gives us some, cheat time to take off. But it's how you experience the time off is really one of those ultimate goals for everybody. Because in your industry, 99% of the people are replete with going crazy, and
Mhm.
they can't make a change because they're so busy being busy on the wrong things. And again, through your coaching, now we're coming up on 8 months or whatever straight through. You've made so much headway, but more importantly, it's your level of implementation. And then by stopping 3 weeks ago, taking or 3 or 4 weeks ago, and taking the bull by the horns and implementing what you were taught in your sessions, boom, the letters come out, boom, that happens. Thanksgiving pops up, and then you have all this time without all these people bugging you and getting to you. So
Yes.
silence will now become your best friend. We still take care of our VIPs. We
Mhm.
still take care of our staff. We still lead our staff. We still do these things, but we do them with strong boundaries. And we do them with boundaries that other people won't do because they're either too lazy or they're too busy running around like they always are without changing something. So kudos to you and congratulations.
I am excited because that it was like a moment of like I don't know when I stayed home on that Monday I was like oh boy here we go, even though I'm off it's always something. Miss Tweed, this person showed up. Miss Tweed, this person needs something or something another, and it's usually the troublemakers. And this
Right.
time the staff said it was nice and quiet, peaceful. It was because all the troublemakers have been got they got the letter that we don't want you anymore
Yeah.
letter. So that was nice. I can't complain. I'm actually now I got to go through. I guess the next phase is to what is the next phase after this check? I guess figure out who my well, I'll know who my VIP clients are. Oh, and I really didn't get that many complaints from the from the increase in fees. Did you know that, Chuck? After we sent it out, um, the clients have already started paying in. The delivery, Joseph went out and we started returning stuff as of today, yesterday, and he came back and all the new fees, the clients just wrote the new fees in there. There was no there was like no complaints, no nothing. It was just like, okay.
Well, if you remember how we originally wrote the letter, it
Uh-huh.
was to make them understand that they've been getting off scot free for many years. So,
Mhm.
look, you have, and let's kind of review this again. You have cost of living increase every year. In addition to that,
Mhm.
your firm does educational programs like you're coaching with me. You update software, you update hardware, you get new computers. Those are easy, justifiable increases across the board. And your clients, at least the savvy ones, those are people who want people who are expanding their firms and making it better for everybody. I mean, come on, let's look at what's happened. 10 years ago, the cloud, everybody was, oh my God, that's never going to work. Now everybody has a cloud. It'll be something else a couple years down the road. I mean, in the CPA industry, they couldn't even spell cloud until about 3 years ago. You know, and now everybody can spell cloud, and they all think they're experts. You know, uh, and again, it's just kind of interesting to watch this whole dilemma. But the whole point is you've experienced how it truly feels and should be on how to be a business owner doing the right things. So you have that great balance of personal life and a great balance with your work. And there's this Francois Chateaubriand, some famous French philosopher a zillion years ago. And I don't remember, it was like two or three sentences, but he talked about how your personal life and your work life are so in agreement that you can't distinguish between the two. It's a long paragraph. I never memorized it, but I remember the point of it, and that's what I'm sharing, is that life and business are so good that they're almost intertwined, and you can't really tell the difference between the two. And that's when you get to that pinnacle, and that's the way you're moving. Got it?
Yes.
All right, you ready to move on to other things?
Yes, I am. I actually got excited to come to the office on Monday, which hasn't happened in a few years. Because usually I'm always like, it's a job. I got to go in.
Well,
Monday, it's like, So,
today we're going to start at your goals for next year.
okay.
That's what we're going to start on today. All right, so let's get started with that on your goals. And so let's see. You can see
Oh, I also sent out all the bonuses for the staff on Wednesday before Thanksgiving, just like you told me. Just letting you know, FYI. So
and
they liked it. They were really happy. I got a whole bunch of thank yous because I actually wrote them little notes inside their paychecks, telling them how great of a job they were doing and thought this would be helpful for them for Black Friday shopping.
yeah,
So I got individual texts from all the staff when they opened up their paychecks. Because I usually pay on the 1st and the 15th, but if it's a holiday, if it's like lands on a weekend or before a holiday comes up, they usually will get paid before the holiday, so they have extra money. So this time they actually got that plus their bonuses came out.
congratulations. And again, this is just one of those leadership tactics, you know. And did I ever tell you why I came up with that idea?
I think because you told me some guy was harping about Black Friday shopping or something,
No,
or
it
I
was
don't.
actually, it was probably about 14, 15 years ago. It was an oil and gas company I was coaching here in Dallas. And I remember that I was invited to their holiday party at Trulock's restaurant. And I remember it was maybe the 22nd or 23rd. And the owner gets up there and he does this big speech, so December 22nd, 23rd. And the owner gets up and does this speech. And there's about maybe 40 people there. But they hand out checks at the end of the Christmas party on the 22nd or 23rd. Those people, every one of those people, they walked out of that restaurant complaining that they should have gotten the checks weeks before to take advantage of all the sales and to use that money. And so I thought, okay, how do we turn that into a leadership tactic. Okay, well, guess what? We're going to hand out before Thanksgiving. And I've done it ever since. My staff, they have come to expect it, and that's okay because they deserve it. Just like your staff, right?
Mhm.
And the personal notes go a long way as well. So again, doing what other people won't do, it's usually the right thing. So congratulations on that major accomplishment on that.
Yes, I remember that. So I made sure I did that for Thanksgiving.
Yeah, and
I
they don't
think it was
repent
in our. I forgot what. Oh yeah, it was in our retaining class, the one where for the hiring and all that. So that's where you talked to me about that. So I was like, oh, better make a note. And I use Outlook to remind me. So just letting you know.
Oh, it's so easy, isn't it?
Yes, it has become my second secretary. So it's kind of like, here he goes.
All right. Well, this is just great news for sure.